La 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 la.
Wow, this place is bright, luminous in fact. Hello? Is anyone there?
Excuse me, you're interrupting me time.
Oh, sorry, but my name is...
Mr. Goody Grammar, we all know.
Yeah. Already met your sisters. I'm here for...
Comma, yes, but do you know how to use it?
Yes, I already told...
My sisters, yes. Now you must show me.
Oh, would you stop interrupting my...
Sentences, yes. Now go on.
Okay, a comma is...
I know what a comma is. How do I use them with interruptions?
Would you just stop?
Fine, go on. Stop pausing.
Whoa! Grammar goodies. I don't mean to interrupt your conversations, but my name is Mr. Goody Grammar, and I have to thank you for dropping by General Grammar, where today we're going to continue discussing all about commas. But what about them? Well, we'll be discussing how we use commas to set off extra information and interrupt a clause. So, get with it, get down, and let's do it, grammar goodies, by starting off with a basket breaker.
Uh-oh.
But before we begin, make sure to hit the subscribe button and download the free guided notes in the description box below. The guided notes and episodes have matching badges to indicate each section, so you can follow along with ease. Also, during each episode, underline any text that appears in red or a bold font to identify key words and concepts. It's the shopping list that your mom always forgot to take to the grocery store. Whoa!
For this week's basket breaker question, it's how can one use a comma? In other words, what are the different ways in which we can use a comma in a sentence? What did you get, grammar goodies? Here's the answer. Well, we can actually use a comma in a variety of ways. We can use a comma when it comes to lists, prepositional phrases, compound sentences, extra information, direct quotes, and so much more. And today, we're specifically going to be focusing on commas and adding that extra information into the middle of a clause. So, all this talking about, commas has me quite parched. So I think we should drink up some radioactive waste.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, before we get into it today, grammar goodies, I need to go ahead and specify the particular commas that we'll be going over today. The commas that we'll be going over today are called parenthetical commas. And much like parentheses, they actually add extra information into a sentence. As defined, parenthetical commas are used around words and phrases that interrupt a sentence with information that is not necessary. Moreover, the unnecessary information should be set apart with commas to help indicate that, hey, we don't need it in this sentence, but we're adding it for that little spice. Example, Michelle and Denise, two sassy divas, went out for casual brunch. Oh, brunch, I'm so hungry. Yeah, girl, so tell me about work. Well, General Grammar's been a little crazy. Mr. Goody Grammar's a little crazy and wild. Girl, I don't know how you do it. How's the pool? Yeah, it's good. You know, pool time Barbie, that's how I do it. Yeah, I feel you. So you're gonna eat that French toast? As you can see in this example, two parenthetical commas are put there in order to add the extra information two sassy divas to describe Michelle and Denise. Is that information necessary? No! But we put it in there to add a little flair. And that's exactly what parenthetical commas do. Here you go. You could think of it like this. It's like having your original sentence, taking two commas and beating in the extra information into the middle of the sentence. Much like we did here. Example. The lollipop lunatic, an evil monster and devourer of candy, stormed the castle. Yes, my candy minions. Yes, my dragon. Storm the castle, burn it all to the ground, and get me all the candy. Alrighty, as you can see in this example, the parenthetical commas are adding the extra information, an evil monster and devourer of candy, into the original sentence. And again, we're offsetting it with those two commas. The extra information is between them. Usually, you're going to put the parenthetical commas directly after whatever it describes. So in this case, you'll see that the parenthetical commas, the extra information, comes directly after the lollipop lunatic, for that is what it describes. So again, if we were to take out this extra information and just have the sentence, the lollipop lunatic stormed the castle, it would still keep its original meaning. But again, we add parenthetical commas to give that extra description or information that isn't always necessary. Example, John, the experienced Marine, dove into the sea to save the drowning llama. No, llama! Oh, it's drowning! I'll save you! It spit in my face. Ah. As you can see in the example, the information within the parenthetical commas is giving extra information about John. Therefore, it goes directly after it. Again, the information isn't necessary. We don't need to know his background story in order to understand that he saved the drowning llama. So, that's how you use parenthetical commas. Example, Farquaad, my brother Squire, won the chess match. In this example, you could see that my brother Squire is put into the middle of the parenthetical commas. What's the parenthetical commas giving more information about? Oh yeah, Farquaad. It's specifying that Farquaad is my brother Squire. Is that information necessary? No. But again, it adds a little sauce to it. So we use parenthetical commas. But hold up, grammar goodies. There's something else that I want to add in here. I think it's really important to know that you could use parenthetical commas and transition words to help your flow. More specifically, use a comma before and after different words or phrases that interrupt the sentence, much like we've been talking about. This is incredibly helpful when you want to add transition words to show the relationship between ideas. Let's go ahead and look at an example. Example, he did not commit the crime. He did, however, assist the culprit. What are you talking about? I didn't do nothing. Whoops! As you can see in this example, the word however is put between two commas to insert it into the middle of that independent clause. We put it there to show the relationship that the second independent clause has with the one that comes right before it. That however is showing contrast. I could have easily put it at the beginning of the second independent clause and offset it with a comma, and it would still make exactly the same amount of sense. However, I put it here to be a little bit more stylistic, to interrupt the sentence, to add a different type of flow to it. Example, he agreed, reluctantly, to go to the dance. Ugh, I do not want to go! Dances are so stupid. I mean, I don't even like to dance. Oh! this example, you could see that the word reluctantly is used to give extra information about how he agreed to go to the dance. We inserted it directly after agreed because it describes the way in which he agreed. Could I have easily said he reluctantly agreed to go to the dance? Absolutely. But again, I inserted these 2 commas and reluctantly to interrupt the sentence to add a different type of flow to it. But grammar goodies, I'm still a little confused. So I think it's time that we ask for some employee assistance.
Oh, so much grammar. My head's gonna explode. I don't know what to do. I need help. We need some employee assistance.
For this section, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to read various sentences. Each sentence is either punctuated correctly or incorrectly. If a sentence is punctuated incorrectly, please add the appropriate punctuation marks in order to make it correct. Think you could do that? Determine whether or not each sentence is punctuated correctly and fix it if it isn't? I know you can. So let's do it! Example. He, however, is just a voice in the back of my head, and I'm about to put him on mute. A lot of things to say to me, voice in the back of my head. They're all so negative. I'm putting you on mute. Ugh. Ugh. Ah! Why is it not working? There are no batteries! Ugh. Go ahead and determine whether this sentence is punctuated correctly. What'd you get, grammar goodies? Here's the answer. First and foremost, we have the transition word however right after he to show a contrast. There are no commas around however, even though it's interrupting the middle of the sentence. So, in order to punctuate this correctly, we need to go ahead and put parenthetical commas around however to insert it into the sentence. Also, don't forget that this is in fact a compound sentence. It has 2 independent clauses in it. So we need to go ahead and put a comma right before the fanboys and to make it correct. Example. The vase, a glass prison that engulfs supple flowers, reverberated in delight, for its owner fed it new victims. Little did you know, flowers, that I am alive, and I will eat you and eat all your nutrients. Is this sentence punctuated correctly? What'd you get, grammar goodies? Here's the answer. Is this sentence punctuated correctly? Absolutely. You'll see that we have the extra information between 2 parenthetical commas. That way we're allowed to interrupt that independent clause. Also, this is a compound sentence, so we added a comma right before the conjunction for. So it's totally right. Great job. Example. He did not listen to his partner and subsequently bought the contentious kiddie pool. I don't care what you say. I want to be in the kiddie pool all day. That could be a song. It's a kiddie pool though. Let's have a good time. Is this sentence punctuated correctly? Answer. It is. This sentence sentence is totally punctuated correctly. We have parenthetical commas around the transition word subsequently, which means afterwards. That's it. It's inserted right there into that independent clause. So, great job. Example: Humpty Dumpty, the dismissive and petty emperor, banished the jester from the kingdom due to his eccentric behavior. Tell me a joke, jester? Well, King, I can do this. Whoa, I'm out of jokes. No, don't make me leave. Stop. I shouldn't have gone to clown school. Is this sentence punctuated correctly? Alrighty, here's the answer. No, it's totally not punctuated correctly. Well, why is that? Well, we need parenthetical commas right around the extra information that's added about Humpty Dumpty. What kind of emperor is he? Well, he's a dismissive and petty emperor. So we need to make sure to put that extra information between the two parenthetical commas right after what it describes, which is Humpty Dumpty. So that's what we need to add in there. Pretty cool, right? Think you have this down, grammar goodies? I know you do. So let's go ahead and put everything to the test by doing an I'll check. We're ready for an I'll check. Whoa! This week's I'll check, here's what I want you to do. Go ahead and create an original sentence that uses parenthetical commas. Think you could do that? Add extra information into the middle of an independent clause? I know you can. And get to it! Whoa! How'd your sentences turn out, grammar goodies? I bet they are so fantastic. And if you absolutely loved your sentence, make sure to throw it into the comments section. I would love to read them. Now, without further ado, I think it's time that we start to check out for the evening. Ooh! Whoa! Look at the time, grammar goodies. I have to jet. Anyway, my name is Mr. Goody Grammar. Thank you so much for dropping by General Grammar. And comma in anytime. I'll see ya. Whoa!
Good job.
I know. Now, may I have the comma?
Aw, bad news.
Oh no. Don't tell me I have to explain it to another person.
Yes, our father, the comma wizard. He lives in that mysterious cave over there. He doesn't go out much.
Thanks. This was a lot of help. Whole bunch. Have fun with your... yeah.
Good luck.